So you know how we sometimes just sort of shoot off at the mouth here and just say stuff just to say stuff? So a couple days ago, we did a video saying that the Vikings had 3 of the top 5 wide receivers in the NFC North. And we were just shooting from the hip, but we actually wanted to take a second and go through the ranking. So that's what we're going to do today. So we have the 4 teams of the NFC North division. We got the Vikings, the stupid, greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers, the crooked Chicago Bears, as well as the low energy Detroit Lions. And we plucked the top 3 wide receivers of each of the teams. Now, I put on rookie Velus Jones Jr. Coming out of Tennessee for the Bears as their wide receiver 3. You could have put Tajay Sharp. That's how good the Bears wide receiver depth chart is. And with the Packers, it got Sammy Watkins, Allen Lazard, Christian Watson, the rookie from NDSU, who the Vikings were involved in the trade. They traded up to the top of the second round. Sure. You could have listed the corpse of Randall Cobb, but nah. Also, all right, so we need to italicize to indicate rookie. So there you go. Vikings, of course, they got Jefferson, Thielen, and KJ. Now, our assertion was that Jefferson and Thielen were either 1-2 or 1-3 in the division, and then KJ was in at 5. So we wanted to make sure that we're actually simpatico here and actually syncing up good to go. And with the Lions, we got Amon-Ra St. Brown. I also forgot to italicize Jameson Williams, who the Vikings were also involved in the trade with, as well as DJ Chark. Now, Kwesi gambled a little bit, and he's banking on Christian Watson and Jamison Williams not being all that, because otherwise that's going to be rubbing in the Vikings' face twice a year. And also, since they play a skill position, it's going to be highly visible with fantasy football and blah blah blah, all that stuff. Again, so let's not sit on pretense here, or ceremony here, Mr. Wayne. So Justin Jefferson 1, that's the given, right? So now 2 through 5. So I don't think you're going to be landing any Packers on that list. Sammy Watkins, former number 4 overall pick by the Buffalo Bills, has bounced around the league. Rams, Chiefs, now with the Packers. Essentially, he's going to be tasked to replace Devontae Adams, which... They lost MVS to the Chiefs for $90 billion. Allen Lazard, the lizard man, the pride of Iowa State, is just there chilling. Sure. And then Christian Watson is a wild card. Yeah, he's a physical freak, but I think that jump from D2 to the National Football League is going to be quite a bit of a jump. So we'll rule out all of the Packers there. So for me, it comes down to Adam Thielen versus Darnell Mooney versus Amon-Ra St. Brown for the number 2 spot. Of course, Adam Thielen has a track record. He's been a Pro Bowler. He's been a second-team All-Pro. He's been just a fantastic wide receiver. But dinged with injuries last couple seasons, is he slam dunk number 2? Now, I really love and respect Darnell Mooney. I thought he was fantastic coming out of Tulane. He's more than just a deep threat, and now he's going to be asked to be Justin Fields' wide receiver 1 since they let go of Allen Robinson. Last year, he had 81 catches, 1,055 yards, and 4 touchdowns. I think that he could be a perennial 1,000-yard receiver. I think that he does have the capability, so respect there. Now, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a dude, man. Absolutely adored him coming out of USC. He's obviously the most talented of the St. Brown siblings, and I do think that he is going to be the Lions wide receiver 1 for a long time. I think he's going to be that good. I think him and Jamison Williams will make a nice 1-2 combination. Amon-Ra, as a 4th-round rookie last year, put up 90 for 912. Nailed it, and as well as 5 touchdowns, and he was a problem for the Vikings. It just is what it is. So, even though I got love and respect for Thielen, always he's going to be my guy. We're going to try to be semi-objective here, because otherwise I just put Jefferson, Thielen, and KJ 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna put Thielen. I'm gonna put Thielen at 3. So I'm going to put. This one's tough. I'm gonna put Mooney at 2. And this one's really tough, because I do think that Mooney, Thielen, and Amon-Ra, all at the respective stage of their career right now for 2022, are about the same level. And, Thielen, most of his career is in the barn. Most of the career for Mooney and Amon-Ra are ahead of them, but sort of is what it is there. So I'll put Amon-Ra at 4. Now, the question is 5, right? So our bold assertion, just putting on the table, really banks on KJ making that top 5, grabbing that number 5 spot. Now, KJ last year, in year 2, had a mini bust out for 50 catches, 655, and 7 touchdowns. Clearly has the trust of Kirk Cousins, especially on 3rd down, especially in the red zone. So, I mean, KJ, you ain't gonna sneeze at KJ. I do think that he does have the ability to be a 1,000-yard receiver down the line, especially as Adam Thielen, the sun starts to set on his career, although it won't be anytime soon. We're in the early afternoon of Adam Thielen's career, so that sun ain't setting for a while. Afternoon delight. But the question is, does he outrank a guy like DJ Chark? So DJ Chark, the pride of LSU, wore the famous number 7 for the LSU Tigers. I love and respect that. 2019 Pro Bowler for some reason, but only had 60 catches over the last 2 years. He only played 4 games last year because of an ankle injury. He did sign a 1-year, $10 million deal with the Lions this offseason. So does that automatically put him as number 5 just because he got the money? Just because you got money, that means you're really good. Someone alert Kirk Cousins. Mama, we made it. Is that it? Or you look around. Do you just put Jameson Williams at 5 just because of his place in the draft at number 12 overall, just because of his potential? He would have been easily a wide receiver 1 in this draft and probably a top 10, maybe even a top 5 pick if he hadn't torn his ACL. Maybe, but again, that's betting on potential. That's nebulous out there. And then N'Keal Harry, the pride of Arizona State, former first-round pick, never really worked out with the Patriots, and they were always looking to move him. The Bears picked him up for a 7th-round pick. Do you just by default put him at 5? No, I do not think that you do that. So basically, I'm going to rule out Jameson Williams as of right now. But so basically, it comes down to KJ and DJ Chark. Now, if Jameson had been healthy and is going to be 100% this season, then we would have that conversation. But since he may start the year on the pup, if he plays at all this year, we're going to downgrade him a little bit. So it comes down to KJ and DJ Chark. So DJ Chark had, like we said, had that 1,000-yard season 2019, made the Pro Bowl. So you need to factor that in, except he hasn't really done much in the last 2 seasons. And yes, last year was shortened by injury. So, I mean, KJ is clearly rising, and maybe Chark might have peaked a couple years ago. So you have to factor that in. So in my thinking, that's why I would put KJ Osborn at number 5. Again, respect to what DJ Chark can do. I think that he might have an opportunity to be wide receiver 2 in Detroit for a while until Jameson Williams gets up to speed. But yeah, I don't think it was as outlandish of a statement saying that the Vikings have 3 of the top 5 receivers in the division with Jefferson, Thielen, and KJ. Now, that could also that could also not say much about the division, although Mooney and St. Brown are absolute nail drivers. It definitely says a lot about the Packers receiving core. Yikes. Yeah, but yeah, hey, don't worry, all the pundits and prognosticators. The Packers are going to be just as good without Devontae Adams. Just wait. Just wait, man. But again, sometimes it's good to double check your math and make sure that you're on point here, talk things out. And I stand by my assertion that the Vikings do have 3 of the top 5 wide receivers in the NFC North division. But that's it. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts. I'm sure this video will get Packers and Lions and Bears fans, oh my, down in the comments section. It'll be great. It was like, Tajay Sharp is number 1. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. But let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. How would you rank him? Also, let us know down below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. We'll support the work. Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.